I'm Right Buddy of Backroad Buddies at Redtail Lodge, and I'd like to take this first video on our YouTube channel to kind of tell you what our story is. I'm Right Buddy. My husband is Left Buddy. He's a little camera shy, so I don't know how often he'll be in front of the camera, but we'll try to get him in there. And we just wanted to take this YouTube channel to be able to share some of our travels and our photography, to share them with others, because it's more fun to share with others. So we've been traveling for quite a while. It all kind of started about 30 years ago when we were on assignment over in Germany from 1989 to 1991. And we would travel all around Europe on the weekends and vacations, and we kind of developed our own little style of travel. We have a tendency to shy away from the big cities and the big tourist attractions, and like to go off on the back roads and see the little things. So we kind of say we capture the journey's little moments, and we like the outdoors and hiking and nature and small little towns, and just kind of wandering around, not necessarily having a set or rigid itinerary to follow. So that's kind of our style of travel. How we kind of came about this whole travel blog thing is, well, we had started following some others, like Where the Russos or Less Junk, More Journey. So it was last summer we were on one of our annual Ohio trips, and we make those every year because most of our family's back there. We live out in Colorado right now, and that's kind of where we've developed a lot of our style of travel as well. If you've ever been on Interstate 70 or Interstate 80 across the plains, it can be kind of boring. So as a family, we usually try to take a different route every summer, seeing different things, getting off the interstate, getting on the little roads, just seeing the little towns and what there is. So anyway, last summer we were in Hannibal, Missouri, staying in a little bed and breakfast there, and my husband and I were just kind of talking about, what would we do when we retire, or if we weren't working, and sharing our travels and our photography with others, and a travel blog just sounded like a really nice idea. And so we came up with the name Backroad Buddies because it kind of reflected our style of travel. And the Redtail Lodge comes in because we've owned that domain for years, probably over 29 years now, I think. And that kind of came out of kind of a dream we had a long time ago about opening a bed and breakfast ourselves. But that as the years went on, that got a little less inviting to us because that kind of ties you down to one spot, and then you don't get to travel as much yourself. So we kind of turned that into, well, let's travel and just share our travels with others. So we kind of reused the Redtail Lodge. Actually, Redtail is named after the red-tailed hawk, and if you put our initials together, I'm Ann Huffman, my husband's Keith Huffman, and my maiden name was Williams. So you put our initials together, you spell out hawk. But when we were thinking of a bed and breakfast, hawk sounded a little harsh, so we kind of changed it to Redtail after the red-tailed hawk. So that kind of stuck, and so now we actually have a Van Do-It van on order that we're going to try to travel in, and so that's going to be our Red Tail Lodge, if you want to call it that. We're going to call it that. So that'll be fun. So we're going to travel out to Ohio this April, which is a little early for us. We normally go in the summer. But we're going out for a relative's birthday, so that'll be fun. But on the way, we're planning on stopping at the Van Tuit factory in Lee's Summit, Missouri. So we'll take you along that and kind of share our experience with the factory there and kind of see what the Van Tuit camper van is all about. And if you want to kind of read up on kind of why we decided on a Van Tuit van, we have a series of blogs over on our website, redtaillodge.com, so you can kind of follow on how we reached to the decision of a camper van and what kind of led us to a Van Tuit. So that's kind of fun. You want to go check that out. So let me check my notes here. What else do I want to get in here? Oh, so kind of where we are. So back in August, we decided doing this kind of more of a, on the weekends, vacations, maybe when we retire. But kind of what brought that a little more to the forefront was my job wasn't going real well. And so in December, I decided to quit my job. And that was our main source of income because my husband does a lot of volunteer work, and he actually works part-time for a nonprofit. So our main income was my income. So we're kind of just winging it right now. We're living off our savings, and we're trying to figure out how to bring in some revenue in. Our safety net is our retirement savings. We're getting old enough that we should be able to start tapping into those soon. However, if we want those to last our lifetime, we need to somehow figure out some other source of income. So we're working on that, and we'll probably share some of that as well as part of our journey, either on our blog or YouTube channel or both. So that's some of the things to look forward to. Some of our other plans are we want to go backpacking in the Grand Canyon come in September. So I've never been backpacking before, but my husband has a little bit. And so we're training to try to work that out and try to get in shape and figure out our gear and that sort of thing. So we've been hiking about 3 times a week since January, just around Colorado, and we'll share some of those wonderful hikes with you as well. And then hopefully in June we'll be able to take possession of our Van Tuit camper van and really start traveling around the country starting in June for most of the summer. So that should be fun, and we'll share that with you. This summer will be a little different. Our style is normally kind of wander around and not really have an itinerary. However, our daughter marches for Blue Knights Drum and Bugle Corps, and they kind of tour the United States, and this is her last summer. This is their age-out year, so we'll probably catch a competition once a week and then kind of do our own thing in between. So it's a little more of a schedule than we normally would like, but it should be fun. So those kind of are our plans coming up, and hopefully they'll be exciting for you too. That's our hope. So let me check my notes again. So yeah, if you like what you see, you can go check out our blog over on our website, redtaillodge.com. We're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter if you want to follow us there. And if you like what you see and want to help support us, and so we can continue to keep this going as long as possible, you can leave a tip. We have a tip jar both on our YouTube channel and on our website, so leave any amount you feel like you want to leave. We would appreciate any amount, no matter how small, to help us out. Other than that, I guess that this is our story.